Hello, I'm Terry David Mulligan, and this is the Mulligan Stew podcast. Our guest is Devin Cuddy from the Devin Cuddy Band. If you're a Canadian, the name Cuddy means everything because his father is Jim Cuddy, the co-founder, co-leader, co-singer, co-writer of Blue Rodeo, one of our best bands and one of our most historic bands in Canada. Still. So Devin and his brother Sam took to the basement and made their own music. They didn't tell their dad. They didn't ask for advice. He kept saying, "Do you want me to help you with this?" "We'll do it ourselves, Dad. Thank you so much." They came out of the basement years later with tunes that they both believed in. So we're going to pay attention right now to Devin because he has a new album called Dear Jane, a flip-flop of Dear John. Even though we reference Randy Newman, he does sound like him. He plays like him. So here comes Devin Cuddy asking for your attention just a bit. Have a listen. It's quite possible that Devin Cuddy and the Devin Cuddy Band in the future will be one of the faces and voices of Canadian music. Devin Cuddy is my guest. I'm Terry David Mulligan. This is Mulligan Stew, CKUA, and the Mulligan Stew podcast. Did I get that right so far?
Sounds like you did.
Okay. Congratulations, by the way, on Dear Jane. This
Thank you.
New music in your life. It'll transport you to places you never thought you'd go. It's fantastic.
Thank you. I hope so.
5 years?
The meat of the record we've had for probably even more than that, or we recorded more than that ago. I decided not to put it out during the pandemic because I felt that we need to take it to people, like tour and stuff. Is the best way to support records for us. So we've had the material for a long time. Some of it we've been performing live for a long time. We added some stuff, including the title track, recently. So it's a hodgepodge of different sessions. But I think this idea of storytelling sort of is a through line through the whole thing.
Could you see yourself doing a concept album?
I could. I'd like to. I wonder if I can flush out an idea enough to...
No, the idea will find you. It'll come and find you, and you go, oh, my God, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely revisit ideas and themes and songs, so if I kind of just did one straight line through a whole record, yeah, of course. I'd love to do that. I'd like to think about one thing for that long. Yep. That'd be nice.
Track of Bleeding Kansas. Led to that question because I thought, well, he's talking about there's some characters in here. There's some strong characters going on. What's going on here? Where'd they come from? Is that an older tune?
Sort of in between. It's sort of a history tune. So it's about the state of Kansas before the Civil War, and there was a battle to either make it a slave state or a free state. And the state was flooded with Southerners and Northerners, and there was skirmishes and fighting, and it was dubbed by the newspapers Bleeding Kansas. I use a lot of terminology from the textbooks in it, and the song is very influenced by Randy Newman, sonically by one particular songwriter I won't name. It's good history. It's tight. There's no embellishments. I mean, there was a show about it called The Good Lord Bird recently with Ethan Hawke, and that's unfortunately I didn't get the song out in time for it to become the theme song, but hopefully they'll make a second season or something.
Saying Yankees, don't you make a beat? Well, I'm stuck up here in Topeka. If we lose in popular sovereignty, and Kansas becomes a slave state, then the Yankees will live in poverty. a poor farmer here in Kansas who's only trying to make his moves. Now a man comes down from New York. He goes by the name John Brown. All you southern boys better watch out. Well, 'cause John Brown, he ain't fucking around. Oh, playing Kansas. Oh, playing Kansas. Oh, playing Kansas. Oh, playing Kansas.
Dear Jane is the name of the album. Devin Cuddy is my guest. I immediately thought, without doing any research whatsoever, it's your Dear John letter in reverse.
That's right.
Okay.
That's exactly right. Yeah. And I got that. So during the pandemic, I watched a lot of television, and one of the shows that I watched all of was MASH. And they had a lot of that, every few episodes or whatever that would happen. And I never actually heard of the Dear Jane version of it, but I think Hotlips Houlihan gets one or something like that in the middle. And so that was the inspiration for the idea. The song itself is just drawn.
Hotlips Houlihan. Oh my God. I went back and did a little brief history here. Back to 2014, opening for Blue Rodeo. I said, what does it feel like? And he said, it feels like a life, like a lifestyle. What has it turned into, do you think?
I guess maybe a career is the next step, but I like the lifestyle thing too, for sure. The lifestyle changes. Like, I'm not 25 anymore, but I hope I like it more than I did, and I think I do, and I'm better at it, and still very happy doing this.
Here's the thing that you have, you and others like you, have an advantage, whether you care to use it or not. You know the road ahead. You can see. If your eyes are open and you're seeing a parent or a sibling or someone in the family who's doing where you're headed, you can see the mistakes being made, and you can see how to avoid perhaps all of that. Did that work out? Did that work to your advantage?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, I learned a lot from my dad and all the guys around him.
Yeah.
But one of the things I think from being on the inside of that world that I learned the most is how to survive and how to live this life without it, beating you down, breaking you apart from other people.
Yeah.
I think that was something that I observed a lot and sort of absorbed a lot and try to use in my own career in life. So I am very lucky to have had access to that, and that, has definitely forged a path for me.
Oh, dear Jane, I hope you get this note. Wish we could do this on the phone. There's a line through every word I wrote. Tries to say I feel alone. I know you went out there to do your part. When you left, I should have known. Now here's what I should have said from the start. I won't be there when you get home. Oh, dear Jane, it's true, I loved you so. But it's been so long since that time. It's not that I don't love you anymore. It's just I'm moving down the line. Oh dear Jane, I know that you've been brave. I can't imagine what you've seen. They just keep coming wave after wave, then go back to where they've been. Oh dear Jane, you'll find somebody new. No, you never like to be outshone. But when this war it is all done and through, won't be there when you get home. No, I won't be there when you get home. Oh dear Jane, farewell for now.
Devin Cuddy is my guest. I'm Terry David Mulligan. This is Mulligan Stew, CKUA, and the Mulligan Stew podcast. Let me see where this question leads. The last track on the album just got me, just stopped me. Lord's Watchful Eye. And I looked up Eyes of God. I looked up Lord's Watchful Eye as a phrase, perhaps. But really, it all went down to, at least on the page that I was looking at, the Bible says the eyes of God watch over the righteous. Did you cross those paths, or are you just, where did you pull that line from?
That was the first draft of that song was written when I was in university, and I was probably a little more staunchly anti-theist or anti-religious back then than I am now. Not to say that I'm religious in any way right now. So it would have probably been from something more analytical about that, but it definitely would have been from some sort of Dawkins or Christopher Hitchens book or something, a quote,
Yeah.
instead of directly from the Bible. Although
Okay.
we did study it in high school. I don't know how much I absorbed, but yeah, I think that song is a little more about a frustration that I felt a lot more when I was younger.
Do you
And
take
I fleshed that idea out.
Do you take any responsibility for the younger you?
Yeah, all of it. Yeah. I don't think I left too much of a scorched path behind me, so I can take responsibility for everything that
Very
I
nice.
did.
Very nice. Very nice.
Africa was carved to pieces 100 years ago. Long-term effects of this King Leopold, he did not know. He stole gold and he stole silver and he stole it from the mud. No one was there to stop him when he started spilling blood. And the wind did blow, still it fly, oh, underneath all that Lord's watchful eye. Young boy signs up for some politician's unjust war. Daddy says join the army, son, and that's the way we always were. General says to the boys, you got to learn to hide your fears. Young boy asks the general, what will stop my mother's tears? And the wind did blow, still it fly, oh, underneath all that Lord's watchful eye. in the cogs and the steeples. I tell you, it's been them very eyes, been the cause of long, long war. Sometimes I sit around wondering, what do we need them for? And the wind did blow, still it fly underneath all that Lord's watchful light. And the wind did blow, still it fly underneath all that Lord's watchful light.
Did you go and see Dylan at Massey Hall?
I did. Yeah, I was there the second.
Wow.
That would be my fourth or fifth time. So you really got to know what to expect.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, it's a little shocking. Because, it's not polished, it's not excellent or anything, but it's Bob Dylan, and
Good band.
yeah, it was
band.
good. He's got a great band, but they have crash endings, and they have it takes a great band. But it was, of the five, probably one of the best ones I've seen. Because I've come away before thinking, well, I'm not coming back to this show. But it was really great. And I mean, that's a very special place. I think even if it was a bad show, seeing him at Massey Hall.
Massey Hall. Absolutely. Devin Cuddy's with us. His new album is called Dear Jane, friends. It starts with a surprising song, Barney's Come Back to Me, Baby. We'll paint the town red. Did you ask Barn if you could sing it, or did you just surprise him with it?
Oh, no, we asked him. So we started playing it in our band probably 5 or 6 years ago, just as a cover in our sets. And then we slowly, after the response from audiences, moved it further and further closer to the end till it became like a finale song. And then when we got into the studio with a whole whack of new songs, it was obvious that it was something that we did and people liked, and we were going to record it. And I talked to Barney about it, and we had played it with him for years again on those Canada's Great Kitchen Party trips. And we got him in to sing on it too. He's singing backups, and he's got a couple holler lines in there, which was really great. And we did our CD release party, or I guess it's called record release party now, in Toronto a couple of weeks ago, and he just happened to be in town and came up and sang with us on the second of 2 nights. And so it was great. It's been great. We love that song and love Barney. Again, we recorded that before the pandemic, so we've been sitting on that version for a while. Great to have it out.
You and your new boyfriend, you ain't got no electricity. You promenade down Main Street and make everybody smile. You still look so fine, babe, but your boyfriend's got no style. You can come back to me, baby. Paint the town real. We'll knock them down. Come back to me, baby. Won't you come back to me, back to me, back to me. I got some brothel creepers, and I knew I'd tell you soon. I got this 70 cane and it's real rooty. Toot toot, put on your prettiest dress. Tell Bliff that it was nice. Hey, darling, I'm taking you out tonight, so you can come back to me, baby. Paint the town real. We'll knock them down. Come back to me, baby. Oh, can't you see? Want you here with me? Oh, and I want you here with me. Oh, and I want you here with me. I want you here with me.
Are you coming our way?
We are working on that right now. Hoping to be there in late February, but announcements will come soon.
Another Freeze Your Ass Off tour.
Come on. You got to experience Alberta in the winter. It makes us feel so soft in Southern Ontario. It's -2 right now, and I'm freaking out.
I got to tell you how fantastic it is to actually have I've taken a front row seat and kind of watched this growth of yours. Tried not to raise my expectations, just enjoyed what came along. It's been incredible to actually watch this all happen, just to see the growth. How about you? How have you enjoyed this ride?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I wish, I sort of lament the loss of those 3 years in the pandemic, because I felt that those were going to be good years for us. But I'm glad that we're able to put this out and get out there again. And I miss the road, and I miss all the towns. And I just have this sort of reinvigoration from getting back to it. And I do like it a lot.
Sure.
And putting this music out especially felt really good because of how long we kind of had it. And it's sort of got me rearing to start again.
By the way, from the radio
in the studio.
From the radio side, it's a very playable album. Very.
Oh, I love to.
And
love to hear that.
CKUA is going to love this. There's lots of shows. Lots of the shows around me are going to be playing this album. This is very playable. Well done.
Thank you, Terry. I love CKUA. I'm honored to be on it.
Well, he come in late last night, singing and rhyming prose, saying he's the greatest ever. It's a tragedy nobody knows. Then he came, sat next to me, said, "Boy, I want to come on near." So I put down my drink and he whispered right into my ear. He said, this is the end. Some make art, then some make friends. He said this is the end. Some make art, then some make friends. Got to keep one hand on the page and another upon the pen. Not one with a drink in there and another in another's hand. Got to look deep into their soul. You've got to see if they ain't genuine. When you're looking in the shallow eyes, all you're seeing is a dollar sign. He said this is the end. 'Cause some make art and some make friends. He said this is the end. Some make art and some make friends. Then he snapped his fingers light for the waitress to come on down. He said, "Pretty little darling, how about we skip town?" Then she smiled and looked at him and vigorously shook her head. Then he got up and he said to me, "When you stop trying, then you're dead." He said this is the end. Some make art and some make friends. He said this is the end. Some make art and some make friends. Some make art and some make friends.
The Devin Cuddy Band and Jack's song finishing off this interview with Devin Cuddy. We played you Bleeding Kansas, Dear Jane, the title track, Lord's Watchful Eye, the Barney Bentall hit, Come Back to Me, and Jack's song. Name of the album, Dear Jane. The band, the Devin Cuddy Band. It's the future, friends. You're looking right at it.